and it tends to be really life-giving.
All right. So I want to start with the premises, these sort of core principles that this approach is all based on, that are true about what is possible for the human person. Because there's some things that you even just said that I think are really powerful, but maybe some people may take for granted, or maybe they haven't really meditated on, like, this is true about me as a human person. And one of the key points that I know the Life Strategy Sessions is built on is this idea that every person has a purpose.
Yes.
A unique purpose. I mean, we all have this shared purpose to love God, love other people, all of this stuff, right?
Absolutely.
But every person has a unique purpose of how they're meant to live out their gifts and their unique calling in the world. And some people are like, well, sure, but God gave us free will. And as long as it's a good thing you're choosing, generally speaking, you can't really get it wrong. Like there's not like God said on day, 1059 of your life, you're supposed to do X, Y, or Z. And if you don't, then you're outside of God's purpose. I mean, these gets into these questions of free will.
The theology of it all.
The theology of it all. And I know as the theology masters over here, you appreciate all that. But I think it's important to speak maybe like, let's talk about that more, because when I think for me, when I had the aha moment, and this was early on in my life, and I think it was a gift from God, that God had a plan for me specifically, and that I was given specific talents, and that God also allowed my life, like the good and the bad, and that formed me, both the wounds, the opportunities, the privileges, the struggles, and that all of that God was going to use for my good and for me to do my mission for God and others.